We're supposed to find the side length r. Let's just draw out what we have for this triangle. Oh, wait, we're given sine of p. Ooh. So we got to use inverse sine to figure out what angle p is. It's making us do an extra step. I guess we'll assume degrees. So that's not one of our special triangles, right? We have square root of 3 over 2 would be one of the special triangles that we have memorized. So 1 over 3, and we're going to use inverse sine. That's 19.47 degrees. So P is approximately 19.47 degrees. And then we can do the same thing for R. If we want to get R by itself, we need to use inverse sine of both sides. So if we do 2 divided by 3, and then use inverse sine, that's 41.81 degrees. So R is 41.81 degrees roughly. And so we could find out what angle Q is because they all have to add up to be 180. And let's draw it. I just made a random drawing without looking at the angles I had. P, Q, R. We just found out using some trig that R is 41.81. P was 19.47. By using the inverse trig on our calculator, and then we could use that to find Q. I don't know if we're going to need to know what Q is yet. We're asked to find out what little r is, so the side length that's across from this angle. We know that little p is 9. So this is a problem where we could use the law of sines because we have a complete pair. We have an angle and its corresponding side. So the law of sine says take sine of the angle divided by its pair, its pairing side, and that should be equal to sine of a different angle. So the other angle in question is 41.81. Divided by lowercase r. Now we have an equation we could solve. Actually, so I guess we didn't really need to know the exact angles because sine of p was, yeah, I think we did here, 19.47. Yeah, so that's just 1/3 up here. Sine of angle p. This is angle p. That's 1/3. And then this was sine of angle r. That was 2 over 3. You could punch that in your calculator. If you do 41.81 and then use sine again, you're going to just see it's going to give you that fraction that we had. So if we try to solve this equation, this is 1 over 3 divided by 9. And this is 2 over 3 divided by r. So if you divide by 9, that's the same thing as multiplying. I should put an arrow there. That's the same thing as multiplying by 1 over 9. And if we're dividing by r, that's the same thing as multiplying by 1 over r. So we're going to have an r in the denominator. So let's multiply both sides by r to get it out of the denominator. And then 1 over 27 times r equals 2 over 3. So in order to finish getting r by itself, you've got to multiply both sides by 27. Okay, so I kind of went through that equation fast. Take your time when you're doing your problems because I actually made a mistake when I first recorded this video. R equals 18 is what we get. So that's what this missing side is. So with this question, we had an angle and its corresponding side, and so since we were trying to solve for another side length, when you have an angle and its corresponding side, that means you're going to use the law of sines for constructing an equation. And this is our answer here. Was there 2 answers? No. Okay, we already took care of that.